Hi, I'm Erik Severson. I'm running for the District 28 Assembly. I live 5 miles from here. A lot of you have met me or know me. Some of you personally, some of you don't. If you have any questions for me anytime, feel free to call me. We all live in the same community here. You can just look me up in the phone number or in the phone book. If you don't know me, a little bit about me, I work at the Osceola Medical Center. I'm the ER director there. Some of you I know I've seen there. Some of you I've met there. Again, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about myself tonight, because you guys can all talk to me at another time. I heard a story just a few weeks back that kind of piqued my interest, and I'm going to go with that for a minute, and then I'll talk. It's a story of a man who had moved here from a communist country, and someone said to him, how did your country become communist? And he looked at the guy and said, how do you catch wild pigs? The guy kind of nervously laughed and said, what are you talking about? He said, well, it's simple. You take corn, put it out in the woods. The wild pigs come and eat it. After they're there for a few days, you put up a fence. First, they're a little confused by the fence, but they get used to it and keep eating the corn. Then you put up another side of the fence. Again, they're confused. You put up a third side of the fence. Finally, you put up a fourth side of the fence with a gate in it. This really confuses people, or the pigs, and they're thinking, ugh. Eventually, they figure out the gate, go in, eat the corn. When they're all in there, you lock the gate. He looked at the guy and said, that's exactly how it happened in my country also. Now, when the government tells you what kind of insurance you need to buy, right there, they take your own liberty from you. When they take your money and they decide who's going to get that money, they take your freedom to choose. When they spend trillions and trillions of dollars and don't have the money for it and borrow from foreign governments, they mortgage your security. There are lots and lots of people. I think Dane was talking about all the independents and Democrats who are also wanting to hear this conservative message. There are so many of them that are angry about this exact same thing, but they don't necessarily know why. They don't even know why they're angry. It just doesn't seem right to them. You're all here because you get it. You understand what's wrong. We could use that anger right now, this year, to win this election in November. We probably will, honestly. The trouble with that is, if we only use that to win this election, that's all we're going to do. We'll turn back some of the stuff. People will still be angry because they still won't understand. And in 4 years from now, we'll be exactly here again. Except people might be yelling about us. Maybe even in 2 years. Right now, with this anger, we have an opportunity, a true opportunity to change the way the country thinks. We can tell these people who are angry that, hey, you know what? All these social reforms only lead to ruin. If you want to see an example of where true socialism leads, has anyone ever gone out to the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota? If you've ever been there, it is sad. The government gives you the food, they give you the housing, they give you your car, they give you your gas, they give you your electricity. It's a utopia. A utopia with the highest rate of suicide, the highest rate of drug abuse and alcoholism in the whole country. We need to let people know that this is the road these social reforms are taking us down. Now, maybe I'm making a huge political blunder by getting up here, spending my 5 minutes not trying to say, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. That's not my hugest concern. Do I want to win this election? You better believe it. We need change in this country. We need change in this state. But I've got a great job that I really enjoy. This is just another extra thing I'm doing because I really feel that we need to have this change. This opportunity that we have, if we take people and we can change their minds from saying, what can this country give to me? And we can convince them that every time the government gives you something, it's A, costing somebody some money, it's taking your liberty, it's taking your freedom to choose, and it's probably taking your security away. to making them stop and say, I'm going to solve my own problems because I have the right to make those decisions. If we can really make people believe that and see that, then we're not going to change the election for November. We're going to change this country for decades. And that's the real challenge. Now, I can go out and I can tell people this all I want. Sean can go out and tell people. Dane can tell people. We can all let people know. But if it's only us talking, it's not going to get done. And that's where really everyone needs to come in. Because if we really, really want to see change, then you've got to go out there and make the change happen. Now, I really would ask that everyone here who lives in District 28 to vote for me. If you don't live in District 28, you can still vote for me, but we're going to have some problems with that. But if you really want to see change, this election year, change one person's mind. Change one American's way of thinking. Just one, and you'll have done more than by casting your vote. Because those people will end up voting because you'll have 2 votes. Thank you.